Hi, this is Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin. I was struck by something recently, a conversation that I had, and it caused me to realize that I've heard a certain refrain as it relates to certain boards and commissions when change happens. And what struck me is this. In my responsibility as governor, like every governor before me, when vacancies arise on boards for schools and other things, it's my responsibility to appoint people to fill in those positions. That has always been the case. The case was most recently occurring with the Board of Education in Kentucky. As soon as those replacements started to be made, people asked questions about the Commissioner of Education and whether changes were going to happen. And what about JCPS and where change is going to happen? It reminded me of the very same things I was asked when I made appointments to the University of Louisville board. And people asked, are changes going to happen with a president or changes going to happen with the basketball coach? But I was struck by something. I've appointed an equal number of people to certain other boards, like the University of Kentucky board. Not one person, not one person in the media or personally has ever asked me, like they did about JCPS, like they did about U of L, and about those situations and about those people. Nobody at UK ever asked me, as I replaced the majority, if not all, of the board over the last couple of years, if I was going to, in any way, shape, or form, be involved in anything associated with Dr. Capilouto or with Coach Cal. Now, why is that? Because they were doing exactly what was expected. Nobody expected or thought there should be change. I find it kind of interesting. Nobody ever asked me, as I appointed new people to the Eastern Board, if this meant anything as it related to Michael Benson, the president of EKU, or down at Murray State with Bob Davies, or whatever the case might be. The bottom line is only in certain instances do people make an assumption that a change is going to result in further change. And why is it that people assume that? Maybe because they already know deep down that change needs to happen. I think those of you watching this understand sometimes that's the nature of things. That's why we have elections. That's why elections matter. Who you appoint, who you elect to represent you ultimately affects the entire environment, including that of higher education and K through 12 education in this state. What we need to focus on at every turn, what is in the best interest of our students, what is in the best interest of Kentuckians, of taxpayers, the people that are funding this. But at the end of the day, how do we make Kentucky the best version of itself possible? That should be our goal every single day. It's mine as governor. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be one small piece of this puzzle. Together we can make this place sparkle and shine, to be the crown jewel in America, to be the envy of the states not only around us, but all across this nation, because we are Kentucky.